We're gonna move on to something else. First, we're gonna move on to like a small little side section because I did want Shakis to see this. So I'm gonna show y'all too since y'all are also here. There is a movie. Shakis, did you play them video games? Don't you?
I do be gaming.
You do be gaming. There's this trend I've been seeing, man, because I don't be gaming that much, but when I do see people game, it's like they be playing them video games, and I've seen one of the popular video games is this Spot the Anomaly game. Is that correct?
Spot the Anomaly.
Spot the Anomaly. So okay, so you must not be that much familiar with this.
I'm not aware.
Genre game. So these are games, like. Okay, I don't know much about the games myself, but there are games like, hey, you're in this room, maybe you're looking through cameras, kind of Five Nights at Freddy's style, and hey, there are differences in this room. Something might look weird. You got to report these changes or anomaly. So, like, say there's like a tiki statue on a desk. Okay, that's an anomaly. Report that, and then you can survive or something like. It's like a survival game. It's like these like searching. Simulators, pretty much, right? You might have seen like TikTokers do them or YouTubers do them online. Apparently, I'm very surprised that you haven't seen much about this. Well, one of these games happens to take place in a Japanese subway, and there are rules where you keep looking forward ahead, you spot the anomaly, hey, you spot it. And there are other rules. We go see what the rules are. I don't play these fucking games. One of these happens. This one that takes place in the Japanese subway is called Exit 8, and I think it came out post-pandemic, either during the pandemic or post-pandemic. That's when these games got really popular, by the way. And already,
I can see why that makes sense.
Already, there's a movie adaptation about this shit.
Already? I just heard about it.
You just heard about it. Guess what? Already got a movie. So we're going to take a look at this trailer for Exit 8, and then we're going to come back with them thoughts.
毎日ぎゅうぎゅう詰めの電車乗って会社行って同じこと繰り返してそっちの方が地獄みたいで
ご案内異変を見つけたらすぐに引き返すことは引き返す
悪いことしたから出られないとかですかね
So what'd you think of that trailer?
Me?
Yes, you, sir. What did you there, boy, in the front? What did you think about the trailer?
Man, it looks cool. It looks interesting.
Right?
I didn't know it was based on a game when you told me about this.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have another good video game adaptation finally.
What do you mean? I feel like video game adaptations have been fire. You said finally, like this is gonna be the first one in like a while.
Like another one in a while.
We've been having some good ones lately.
Like what? Well, like what? Actually, I'll bring it back. Like what?
Okay. Well, now I gotta bring up like which one's in my head. No, hold on.
But while you do that, I'll give my thoughts on it.
Give your thoughts while I Google search. Fallout, bam, like right there. Shut up.
All right, you got one show.
They don't come out. There's not a lot out.
I can't comment. I can't comment. I've heard
there's also not a lot out, so I don't have like a ready-made list. So, but no, please tell me your thoughts on this trailer.
No. Like, they love their jump scares. You know, I hate that damn shit. They did it at the end a whole bunch. I hate them jump scares. But even with that, it still looks really cool. It looks at the very least like something that I would actually want to sit down and watch, and I think that I would enjoy it. Like it seems like it would be a concept that's like really boring, but I can see the entertainment here. So like I'm in for it.
Like the concept does in fact seem like it'd be something that, I mean, it's a walking simulator and you're just looking at things, right? But that works so well in a psychological horror, right? This like repetitious, like going around in a circle is what he's seeing real. It's like Vivarium. Remember Vivarium? With Jesse Eisenberg and Imogen Poots with her fine ass and horrible name. This is kind of like that Lovecraftian. I'm stuck in this situation I don't understand. How do I get out of it? Plus, it looks good. Like it's shot very well. I love the use of graphics in this trailer. Like the like it's it looks like it could be diegetic graphics. It's not, because it's just for the trailer, but still I like the way they do it in this trailer. This trailer is very well put together, but I love some of the shots like when it gets more and more psychological. Like we have frames within a frame in this trailer
at the end.
Like look at that, and the way they use like negative, like this shot right here, how you just like you feel he is. We've seen multiple times in this trailer where he feels isolated, and yet this puts it into the forefront how isolated this man is. He is in a nowhere space. That is terrifying, right? And yet you have this same kind of feeling when he's on the subway. I'm like, how these two shots are very similar, but also very different. He's in a packed subway, yet still isolated in this moment because of the negative. I'm here for it. I want to see what this means, what's going on with this shit, bro. I want to see. Now, apparently this movie was shown in like festivals or something like that, so I think it's already released in Japan. Maybe, or yeah, it's re-releasing in theaters. Thank you, first comment. In theaters outside of Japan. If I get it showing anywhere around here, I'm definitely going to go see it, because this actually looks really cool.
Man,
what?
They time keeping the movies still, bro.
Oh yeah, well definitely.
I mean, it makes sense, but dang, I want it sooner.
I'm curious how true it stays to the games versus just becomes horror. I also wonder that, because the game has like these set of rules. It seems like they're implementing those sets of rules in this movie. But how is that going to work in a movie sense versus being just in a video game, where there's like a failure state in a video game, but you can't really failure state in a movie. That doesn't make, quite a bit of sense.
Work.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't really work like that. And it's weird that this, out of all the video game adaptations, that this would be something that they would pick. In fact, there's another similar type of thing with what is it? The Backrooms were very famous. Like indie horror, then turned into indie horror games. And apparently there's a Backrooms movie coming out. I'm surprised this came out before that, because this is I think newer than the Backrooms stuff. Have you heard of the Backrooms stuff a lot?
Mm-mm.
No, damn, you're my video game guy. That's crazy.
Hey, look, I'll be playing games when I'm in my wheelhouse right now. I've been in JRPG land. That's all I've been doing. I'm surprised. I'm playing 3 JRPGs now.
That is actually insane, because them shits are 60 hours. You are nuts.
Yeah.
You are. You said I don't want a life at all.
I've been playing I finished 2 of the shorter ones. Well, it's a series, so I finished the first 2 games of the shorter ones. Now I'm on the 3rd one, which is the last one right now.
And when you say short, that's what, 30 hours?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It's like 25.
That's absolutely crazy. Pollock says, well, I think as well with the game, there isn't like a danger, more just suspense and a horror repeating the same thing. I think a lot of what you'll get from the movies is they use there's going to be a lot of jump scares, and less danger that he will be killed, and more danger of he's not going to leave this situation. I think that works very well in a movie sense, and probably why they chose this is that you can have that same sense of of despair. You know, you can give that despair to the audience even with them just sitting there watching it. And I think the fact that it's a game based off a walking simulator. Walking simulators have a tendency to be very cinematic, right? You know, basically just movies that you kind of just control where the camera's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't play those type of games.
Right, because there's there's not like a lot of action to it, right? Like,
yeah.
you would if they're not your thing, you would classify those as boring because you want a lot more out of than just walking around reading a paper and looking at a thing. But you put that into a movie where the controller's out of your hand, and now you're like, all right, it's basically you're watching a cutscene. This movie is basically a cutscene. But you can still get that emotion across that you want to from the walking simulator. The difference is who's in control. Pollock says the back rooms have just been completely bastardized, which they have. One, there is a Backrooms adaptation. For those of you who are interested, there's an episode. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's horrible. There's an episode of American Horror Story, the anthology one that they come out with. There's apparently an episode based off of the backwoods, the back rooms, that just gets it completely wrong. Hey, we can talk about the backwoods. That's a different horror movie. The Backrooms went from a glitch in the world where you can fall into an endless repeated corridor to, okay, now there's a monster in those corridors. Okay, now there's multiple levels. Okay, now we just arrived at SCP-2, basically. Which also, just a little plug for the channel, Short Films of Trae next week. I think I talked about that during the last stream, and I'm going to do one next week. And we have two SCP-related shorts. And I think there are two different adaptations of the same story. So that'll be interesting to see how they different. Which brings me to why is there not an actual SCP movie or show? I promise you 1000% somebody's working on it. Somebody's working on it right now. They're probably because SCP is so open source, they're probably working out how to do it with the rights, I suppose. But somebody's working on it. And they're working on a way so that nobody else can do it either. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. I think this trailer does a good job of showing us what we're going to be in for. I'm actually really interested. It's so shiny. It's another instance. It's very fucking shiny. But it's also another case of horror in the light too, which is great.
Yeah. Not a lot of the darky dark jump scare playing with just shadows. Now we're playing with your emotions, and you're able to see everything that's happening, except for when we don't want you to.
I like what you say here.
Really well in the trailer.
Yeah. And it doesn't give a lot away. I mean, basically just introduces you to the concept and says, hey, this is going to be a ride. And I like that about it. That's why I wanted to show you this, because I know you don't want to know too much.
You know how I feel. I
know how you feel.
These trailers.
I know how you feel.
Like,
and
I'd rather just watch a teaser than watch a full trailer nowadays.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing that Japan does very differently than America. I don't know if you noticed this because you don't watch a lot of trailers, but Japan does this very differently than America does with their trailers. A lot of their trailers, even their main official trailers, barely go past the 2-minute mark.
I mean, that makes sense. You're just trying to give people not really the highlights, but the impression of the movie or show so that they feel interested to watch it. If you show them everything that happens, like you spend like 3 minutes, you're showing a short at that point.
Right. And,
Why watch the whole thing when I could just watch this? You
And
kind of stabbing yourself in the back a bit.
And I haven't seen this yet. I could be wrong. I hope I never see this, but there are no trailers for the trailer in the trailer. They don't waste no time. But Japanese trailers are like, cut to the point, watch this movie. And I like that.
The Japanese are winning again.
They're winning again.
Like it I better not. The first time I see it, because it seems like they're just kind of like looking at trends and trying to find like what has been like the most successful thing for Hollywood, right? What's made the most money for Hollywood and how they can adapt some of those things. Do not let it be putting trailers in front of the trailer.
God.
Don't let it be. Let me put a piece of the trailer at the very beginning of the trailer so that you can see it again later.
Starts
Don't
now.
do that.
I know it starts now.
Here's a countdown to the trailer. Just, the trailer is 2 minutes long. I don't need 30 seconds of pre-trailer and countdown to trailer and then trailer. Oh wait, no, this is part of the trailer that comes away later that you see now. I don't need none of that. Just show just the trailer. That's all I need. That's all I need. The trailer is good enough.
I had to cut him off. He's going on a tirade. He said, "Okay,
that
you
was
revving
it.
my
That was
engine."
it. I calmed down.
But your engine was. I saw that shit was revving, bro.